Right. I think everything's working. Yeah, microphone's working, everything's working. Sorry, you had to wait a little longer for me to get ready. I forgot to press the button on the kettle to make my coffee, so I had to press it again and wait for it to be done. So normally I press everything, come here, set everything up, press start, and then go back and get my coffee and come back here. So yeah, it took a little longer. I apologize. If you're on YouTube, I edit out most of the starting, so you won't see that. So, but yes, more on the gusseted gloves. So, off stream, what I've done, I printed out the pattern again, as we discussed and calculated. This is 106%, so it's slightly bigger. And I think now it will actually fold all the way around. And everything looks a little bit bigger as well. So, I mean, I have a feeling that everything will fit. And if it's too big, again, it's easy to make something smaller than if something's too small, you can't make it bigger. What we will be doing is what I've discussed as well, is I am, at the moment, all those gussets go on one line. And I want to, because the back of your hand is slightly lower. So I have to make some amendments still. So I want to lower the ones on the back of my hand to about 0.5 centimeter less. And then I need to amend the little things as well. So one side has to be longer because it's going down further. So we'll have to play around with that. We'll do that as well. Something that was for the artillery witch that I received this week is oh, I've not opened this one yet. So there's some block molds. So they're normally for like cake and chocolate and stuff like that. Hey, Henrik! So I was going to try and see what I can make out of these. And if they're useful. I did try it with some foam clay, but I might have to try again because the problem with foam clay is there's a lot of bubbles sometimes in it. So I have to press it out because otherwise all you get is like holes. Of course they can be smooth. Hey Fraxy! Yay, everybody's here. JR said he might not be here because he has got family over. So, but yeah, they're really tiny compared to like how big it actually should be for the artillery ridge. But we'll have a look at it and see if we can play around with it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So, but yeah, most excitedly try and see if we can get this all to work. And then we can go from this stack of failures to hopefully a working version. I've already been behind my sewing machine mostly today because next Wednesday and Saturday I will not be streaming. So next Wednesday I will be too stressed to do shit because I need to pack. And next Saturday I'm actually in London. I'm leaving on Friday really early and I'm coming back on Sunday. And I'm making some things for the event over there to sell. To offset my flight costs and hotel and all that. So I'll be, not streaming those times because I also have to clean up this room. A lot of things that normally live in this room, I need to move it all away. Move some of the stuff that lives in the living room back in here so that the cat sitter doesn't have to like walk around the crap that I have in my living room. So. But yeah, so there's going to be a lot of shit happening. But so that's why today I really want to try and get a minimum of the mock-up done and fitted. And then I have 3 sheets of this red leather. So why not, if we can get the mock-up to fit, try on the red leather. And then we can see. But yeah, so with that being said, here we go. Go. Camera. There we go. Can you still hear me? Yeah, you can still hear me. Okay. So, if we compare this to the original That was just too small. Where is it? This one. You can see it's only a tiny bit more bigger. Tiny bit bigger. Doesn't look like it's a lot bigger, but it is a little bit bigger. So let's see how that goes. But yeah, I also want to make that small change. So I need this. I need a... Oh, come here. And a ruler. Has my setup changed? No. So now I need to think. Yeah, so it's just, this is the back. This is the one that needs to be lower. Ah, it's so warm as well. I don't know about you guys, but it's so warm here at the moment. Right, so half a centimeter. Oh god, too small. Right, let's. Right, so how many millimeters? I think that's 2 millimeters, isn't it? Yes. So if I go half a centimeter from here, and then 7 millimeters. So that's 1, and that's 2. So now we need to draw. So if I just am smart and I've just got that. Where's my eraser? All right. That's better. Okay, do the same on the other ones. Helps if I use the other side. So that's that, and that's that, and then make some lines. All right. Okay, and same thing for this one again, and I need to so that's the straight line, that's there, about there, and then 2 millimeters is there. Oops. Right, and Okay. Right, so now, of course, I've actually been good and actually hung things up. Cut out the extra space. I also should take off the extra the long bit because I don't need that for the mock-up. It's only to make sure it fits the base of my hand. Alright, that's... So since I made that ½ centimeter longer, that needs on both sides. So I'm wondering... Okay, 9. Hang on. Okay, so this needs to be on this line. How much longer do I have to make it? I think it's about 1 centimeter. Right, so I need a piece of paper. Since I need to make one side bigger, where's my tape gone? Is it still on my other desk? I'll use this tape. Okay, so thinking out here. How I'm going to add the length, because they're, of course, one side is shorter than the other. About there, I think. Okay. Now this is completely based upon the handmade, based on my measurements, how they did this. So it's purely based on that. So I need to cut this out and then add that length. The more curved side is actually for the front, because your finger is not straight. It's got like the curve on your finger, like this part here. So if I can make this amendment and it worked, then we can start looking into if the flare is good enough. Hey Doc! Good morning, evening, or afternoon, depending on where you are. I can never remember everybody's from, so I apologize up front. So I need about a centimeter width extra, so need to cut a little bit more. Did you get a resin printer or did you get a PLA printer? I'm very jealous. Make sure it's the center. Yeah, okay. Ah, okay. Hey, Wolfie. Yeah, I heard good things about the bamboo lap. Here we go. And then just a tiny bit there. Ah, nice. Always good sales. So I finally bit the bullet and paid for Affinity, the graphics program, so the photo, the designer, and the publisher, because I needed to update some flyers that I made when I had the trial, and I couldn't do it without with the free one that I had. I used GIMP normally. So right, so right. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a nice way of doing it. Right, so let's draw out this one and this one. Oh, hang on, I need to make sure that I do it the right way. So if I use this. Yes. Oh, I didn't cut out the top bit. Ah, come on, sit. All right. So I only use a boom arm on my stream PC. For my gaming PC, I don't use it. Because if I do anything streaming games, I will most likely be streaming VR. So then the mic's inside the headset. I still need to stream Scissors of Battle VR game. Okay, one. Ah. I don't have a ring light, I just have two big light lamps. Right, so you go there, because if that works, then I can do that for the other ones as well. Come on. Okay. Slowly, slowly. Okay. Ah, yes. Okay, that's one. Ah, come on. Turn around. Okay, all right. Now, put this. doesn't fit there. And this one there. Yep, here they go. Here we go. So when we cut this out, drink. Hopefully, everything will be fine. Everything works. You can mend the other finger. And then we can worry about doing it in leather, because that's the hard part. Okay. Okay. How? That's my elbow. All right. And the thumb hole. Right. It shouldn't give you, so I turned, it should only give you mid ads, so it shouldn't give you any ads when you join, because I have turned that off. If you did get it, then naughty Twitch. Because this was the first set of the ads that I officially set, because after 30 minutes, that's the max, the maximum that I can do. But yeah, I'm very happy with the $1 that I get for the ads. Oh, really? Well, that's weird. Because I shouldn't give you ads. Because I admit I've got... So, to stop people from getting ads when they join and then leave again immediately, it's why I turned it off. Oh yeah, I was gonna do that first because it's easier to put the thumb on while the fingers are not loose. I will have to have a look into it. I know they made some changes, so they also made changes with gift subs and stuff like that. But for me, it's like as long as they keep the freaking Prime subs from Amazon, I'm happy because I know some people use that. Just wish that they would be automatically renewed and not like you have to manually do it, because I think a lot of people forget. Right. Yonk. Right. Now, if I'm correct, it should be this way round. Yeah. That's the front. Could be. I know some. There's a time where there were no. So the ads also depend on what country you're in. Some ads are run in the whole world, but I do know there's some advertisers that only have specific countries mentioned. So. I always do the thumb quite slowly because it's such an awkward shape. Alright, let's do that. Oh, of course. That's why I have it. Like, if you do !Prime, I just say I say it like, have Bezos pay me to have a subscription. I mean, not that he's gonna miss it because he just spent 10 million on getting married. Right, that fits, and turn it inside out. Okay. Yeah, that could have a little bit less on the thumb, like a tiny bit. Here. Right, let's turn it inside out. Not true. And don't forget generational wealth. He wasn't poor when he started Amazon. See, and this is the issue that I have with gloves. So I just remade this thumb lightly, a little bit bigger because otherwise it wouldn't fit around my thumb. So now it fits nicely around my thumb. But look how much space I have at the top. That's... So I need to... draw on... So now make that, I can make that change on the pattern. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right, turn that the other way around again. Okay. That's the best way for me to remember how to do this. Right. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did last time and baste this, if I can find the needle with the... real investors would not steal your idea. I mean, I have a business, and I have an app that I'm developing at the moment, and if you do your research, the real investors would not steal your idea. They have no need to do that. Why would they want to try and do something? But I just saved up money, and that's... I have a few things that I've done, and that's why I'm going to London at the moment. One of the things is because I'm promoting the application. So, for me the problem is that the only thing that investors are interested in at the moment is educational tech, health tech, climate tech, and AI. But real investors would not. They would ruin themselves because they will not be able to get anybody anymore. Nobody would go to them. Right. Come on. Give me a knot. Thank you. One knot here. Okay. Right, and if I can put you there with a pin. Okay. Right, so let's put this together. So the basting stitch, and I think that I don't know how I'm going to do that with the leather because it's really difficult to put needles through leather. But we will find out. Yoink. Okay. So I wouldn't want to have an investor. Investors just fuck things up because they want certain things. They want a return on their investment. And these days, all the good ideas are already gone. Well, I have a good idea, but yeah. Okay. Right, so make a knot here. So now they're basted together. So I can sew it properly. Yoink! And this is the hard part. Because it's really hard to maneuver this. Okay. Okay, next bit. Come here. Making sure I don't stitch the other side. Oh, don't tell me I did it. Did I stitch that together by accident? No, I don't think so. We'll just see. Okay. Hopefully this all works out, and then we can do the finger and we can figure out whether that works and then do the others. Yank! Come here. Get her. Okay. Yeah. Come here. Damn it. That's it. Stay there. Almost at the end. Oof. Okay. Did I sew anything wrong? Doesn't look like it. Oh, maybe here. Yeah, it went wrong there. Okay, but we can take the basting stitch out. Okay. Because then we can properly see where the problem is. It's here, I think. Here. Come out. Nope, that one's stuck. I thought so. I think that was the knot that I put in. And it's stuck in here somewhere. Here it is. There we go. So that's out. There's just one part where it was a little bit gone wrong. Yep, that's here. It's alright, so we can sort that out. Come on. So small. I should make bigger stitches so they're easier to take out when I go wrong. Because it's only a mock-up. Come on. Where can I? Oh, there it is. Whoop. It's like trying to do this with my scissors is a bit difficult. Okay. Do that one again. Here we go. Okay. Can I get this to sit properly so I can actually do this? I'll start here. Oops. You can, but the gloves would not look 100% right, and you cannot rely on glue to be right, to stay in. Also, if I want to go and take this to a cosplay competition, to say that I glued my gloves is not great. So I'd rather have them properly sewn. They're not. It's not thick leather either. It's quite thin leather, so it shouldn't be a problem. Like every time I have a problem in this part, so I just have to go really slow. Okay, now you go there. And I apologize if you hear a dog in the background. One of my neighbors has one of those yappy dogs that just go. I think that would work. Yeah, that's perfect. Yep. That's one thumb. So, now we cut the fingers loose. Go. So I'm pretty sure all of these are way too long for me, but as always is the case with gloves. Okay. Okay. Now, where's my bin gone? Oh, there. Now, this is the long bit that goes on this side, and then this one, it's this way around. Right, so I also think they have gone too wide, so I need to make these smaller. Okay. Byware, another ad's coming in about 30 seconds. Potentially. Can't promise that it... You may get one, you may not get one. Right, so this one goes this way, this one goes this way. Right, okay, so... that works. Okay, let's try this. Well, actually, I might have to wait till after the ads, so people can actually see this happening. Oh. So unless you have... you could. There's 3 minutes of ads, so you could get one in the last 30 seconds, something like that. So it can happen. Unless you use Twitch Turbo or get a subscription, then that's free as well. So I've set it so that subscribers do not have ads. And somebody does have Twitch Turbo, because I do see that, of course, for Twitch Turbo you still get ad revenue, but people do not get ads. So I'll give me a chance to quickly clean up all the threads. Yoink. Where's my bin gone? I keep forgetting where I put my bin. See? Told you. Right, everybody should be back now. See, that was your punishment. You said you weren't going to get any ads, and then you got ads. Sometimes, so there's a 3-minute window, and in that 3-minute window, they may play 3 minutes of ads, 1 minute of ads, 2 minutes of ads. It depends also on on your country and all that sort of stuff, what they decide to do. So. Is this the right way around? Yes, it is. Right, so let's try see if this amendment that I made would work. Oh, tiny bit faster. And for everybody wondering, no, I don't use a foot pedal. Okay, turn you around and go one stitch forward, 2 stitches, why not? No, I hate foot pedals. I'd rather have a little slider and an on and off button here. What if you get cramp in your foot and suddenly you could start sewing like the wind and it's like, no, I don't want to go that fast. Oh shit, that's too wide. But I actually think we didn't even need it because look how big it is compared to the Right. But yeah, I think actually that's not too bad sewn. But I do think I need to make that extra amendment. So it goes all the way up. Next time I need to go down a little bit more, but that means I need to do that for this one. Because this one is a little longer because your pinky finger is a little bit shorter. Okay. Right. And yeah, I have my other sparrow scissors here. Right. Come on. I'm just thinking about the thickness of my fingers. Right, and I need a piece. Draw out 1 centimeter again. I'm very tempted as well to paint this table and put lines on this, so even if I don't use a cutting mat, that I have measurement lines on here. Okay. And do I have the tape ready? About 1 centimeter? Yes. Okay. Okay. And of course we need to put a piece of tape on the back to hold it all together. Right, and I need to cut 2 out of this one. So that's for the in between my middle finger and my ring finger and my index finger and my middle finger. Because on the outside of the pinky, you don't have to worry. Right, 1. And 2. Right, so let's cut those out. Yoink. Wink. And the other side. Right. And these need to go on the other sides. Okay. I always have to check which way around I need to do them because it's just one of those things. Right. I've had my coffee. I start the stream with coffee. Then I switch over to my massive pint of lemonade. Okay. Oh, helps if I do this. Go. What happened there? I don't know. Go round the corner. Stop. Okay. Move you this way. Can I see? And then up. Yank. Ah, this gone wrong, I think. Oh well. I'll have a look in a minute. The pinky went so well. God damn it. Did that one go alright? Is that a bit fucked up? Eh. Tiny bit, but not badly enough. Not badly enough for me to redo it on a freaking mock-up. So. Okay, and now this side. Make sure I do the right side. Go. I need to cut more. Okay, start up here. Maybe I need to make an amendment to make that one longer instead of having it in the middle. Okay, that might be a solution. Okay, start you down there because I do think that's my middle finger, isn't it? Yeah, my middle finger isn't that long. go straight. Okay, almost there. There. Yeah. Can't really go back because that makes a really weird stitch. Then turn, come this way. Okay. Yeah, that's gone wrong, but that's okay. It's only the mock-up. Just need to remember not to do that when we're making the real glove. Yes, yeah, I need to just make them nuts. I need to make them based on the different fingers. Alright. Okay, okay. There! Done! These are the phalanges. I forgot what it's called again. It's a French word. We put the middle bits in. So all the bits that go in between your fingers are now in. Now comes the hard part, is putting them all together. Because that's a fight and a half always. Come on. And cut the middle bit out. Gah! Okay. Ah, come on. Oh, thank you for the follow, Froggy Girl. Welcome to the stream. While I'm fighting with these gloves. So, we're going this way around. Make sure the thumb goes there. Now, you guys go there, don't you? Yes, you do. Ah, thank you so much. Yeah, I absolutely love... I mean, I used to have a Scissors Battle army. Sorry, my brain just fritzed out there for a second. So, but yeah, we've got quite a lot done already. So we've done the thigh armor. We've done the chest armor. No, it's not the chest armor. We've done the calf armor. We've done the shoe armor, which goes over a pair of shoes. And we've done the cloak. I've done that already. Because sewing is something that I'm not, except for gloves, but sewing in general is not too much of a problem. So I've done that already. And I've made a corset belt because I you know, a Sisters of Battle has usually a nun usually has like a piece of rope or a belt around that habit. So I thought we'll make it a little bit more interesting and make it a corset belt. And one thing that we did before I started on the gloves is I've been working on a chainsword. So yeah. So now I'm trying gloves. I tried those a while back and then threw it away because I got so fed up with them. Hopefully this time. Oh, helps if I put my glasses back on. Because we're blind as a bat. Although bats are not really blind. Poor bat's getting this bat rap. Okay. Now, you go that way, you go this way. Can I maneuver you this way? Right. Wah. And then... yes! The Hospitallers, yeah, they're really cool as well. Well, Hospitallers have less armor. If you just find one that has like a minimal amount of armor, and it depends if you're good at sewing or if you're good at other stuff. But the little hat that they have is not too difficult because it's based upon the old 1950s style. We'll stop there. The tops of the fingers we can figure out size, separately, because I bet they're going to be too big for me. Because I mean, one of my there are quite a few people that do a Repentia, but the Hospitality is different. But one of my favorite little icons that I made is this one, which is kind of their headgear is based upon that. So we've got a finger, and right. So now get this one. Because that one went wrong, but we can fix that. We can fix that! It's not a problem. Come on. Threads to the other side. Alright, come on. And move you along. Well, so I have the little nurse hat because I have a tendency to cut myself or stab myself with my needles, so come on, go straight. There we go. Right, come on. You go on there. I bet this finger is far too tall for me, but okay? Yoink. Yep. Right, ring finger. Oh. My fingers and hands are never without cuts. I've got a cut there at the moment. I had a cut over here and on my thumb or there. I just heal really quickly. That's the advantage. I heal pretty quickly. Here we go, and back. And then we have to do the side seam, and then we can try them on, and we can see whether I messed up or not. Oh, pay attention to that, not to the screen. Come on. Light, what are you doing? Why are you flickering? It's really annoying. Ugh, come on, turn around. Go on there, that way. Make sure I don't stitch the wrong fingers together. Ah, come on. Oops. Right. Right, so that's that and that's that one. And now to do the side. That puts all of it together. And then we pray that everything's working the way we want it. Oh. Okay, almost there. Oh. And slow down so I can go around the corner. Hopefully this fits. And since there's an ad break, if you don't have an ad, just wait, but I'm just waiting for everybody to come back before we put it on. No problem, Wolfface. See you later. Right. Well, I'm trying at the moment to try and get all the fingers to come through. And it's still a bit tight. Even though I enlarged it. Come on. And where's the middle finger? Somewhere over here. God, come on. All right, that's one. Ah, this is the fiddly bit. Oh, I see a side that didn't catch. Bad Hebe. Oh well. That's the middle finger. If I could get just the other two out. Come on. Oh, I think I broke a nail. Well, a little bit of it. Ah, annoying. Right, come on. Right. Ring finger, out. Now. Only thing that's lasting.
Praise the Emperor!
You found the sound alert. Yeah. I need more. I have some more that I need to do. Just haven't had the time yet. Right. Is this the pinky out fully? Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's see if this fits. It's tight. Oh. Oh. But. Yeah, I made a mistake here. Although it's not. It's let go. So. But. Also, the fingers are reasonable in length. See, I went around there as well. Now, the question is, has that 1/2 centimetre made a difference for the fit? It does. It does feel better. So the middle finger is too big. That's alright. Ring fingers are, yeah, it's about there. But the pinky's okay, and so is my middle finger. Well, my pointy finger. So, I made one. Which one did I do? Is it this one? No. No, this one. So, last week, I made this one. Now the original pattern, so this is the glove pattern. The original pattern had all these levels on the same height as the other. So these were all, I did it now. Yeah. So this is the back of the hand. And if you look at your hand, this part of your hand is lower than this part. So for a glove to fit properly, instead of having it straight and sit there and not have anything here, it makes it harder to bend. So that's why what I did was I lowered the back of the hand on the pattern and then amended the finger, the fournichets in the middle to be from this to, where's the other one? Where did I put it? Here, that's one of them. To have like a bend. So to have one side to be lower, to be pointier because it's lower, it needs to be longer. And actually it does work because it actually has fitting. It's fitting in an angle a lot better. Now, my sewing can be a lot better than this. I hate doing gloves. It's finicky, it's annoying. And I do think I could make these middle ones. I cut them off a little bit shorter, but I think I can make them and leave them at the thickness that they are. Because this one is fine, but this one is a little bit short. Oh, you know it, Henrik. But look. Yeah, I made a mistake here and here in sewing. But in general, they fit a lot better than the other one. I can actually do this now without like feeling my fingers are going to lose feeling. So these feel fine. This one needs maybe a little bit extra space. And also the fact that they're going down on this side. That actually feels a lot better. And the finger length is not too bad. The thumb needs to be shorter, and so the pinky's fine. I'm just making a mark where this one can finish. That one. And that one is actually pretty fine. Because I can just pinch it in, and make it go around. But yeah, this one needs a little bit. I need to measure these two and make sure that they're the same width. But that's actually fits a lot better. Now, question is, do I dare doing this with the leather? I mean, I have 3 pieces of leather, so even if I go wrong, I have 2 more pieces to not worry about it. I especially need to cut this down a little. So on the thumb, So they can go go on there. Think that might be better. Right. And also I think you can see kind of that one is too big. So I can make it until here. The rest are all fine. So let's put these in the middle. Goes fine, fine. Right, that's one piece of pattern amended. That's the thumb done. Let me have a look-see. Put those two together. And cut a little bit off. I don't have a pattern. This is actually a free pattern. So if you search for, oh, this is a free pattern that you can find on the internet. Let me find it for you. They also have patterns that you can buy, but they also have free ones. So this is a free pattern. I don't make patterns. I either use a pattern that's existing and then amend it, because that's kind of what I do the easiest. Or sometimes I use Lekala, because you can actually get a whole pattern set to your measurements. Right. That makes more sense for my kind of hand. That's 1.5 centimeters. And that's 1.5 centimeters. So now I'm wondering, just because she has gloves that go up halfway down her arm, but I wonder if I need to use stabilizer, because the leather that I have is quite thin. And if I do need to have some stiffening, I need to do that. I need to make a lining because the leather itself does not take any stiffening. I will have to use some lining and then use stiffening, like a interfacing on that, and then sew that in. So how far up does this go? Actually, that's pretty much the right length, but is it flat enough? And I think it needs to be a little bit bigger. Let me try. Okay, so for the dress that I've made, so some of the cosplayers, they make a kind of skirt type thing. So it's slightly different from what I made. Now I used a kimono type pattern. There's quite a few on the internet you can download for free. So, because in principle, it's quite simple. You can probably see it on the picture. So kimono pattern has the sleeves, and then literally it's just however long you want the sleeve to be, and then just goes in and straight. And that's kind of how I did mine. I didn't really use, I used a pattern for the sleeves and the top part, so that, you know, because sleeves are a pain, but they're not inset, so they're literally one piece of fabric that I just literally drew. It's like almost like a kimono type drawing. So if you want to use any of the armor that I've done, so I've done. Ooh, come here. So I've made these. So I made these calf armor with the little skull on top. And this is so if you know Kamui Cosplay, they have a lot of foam base patterns, and this again is one of their calf patterns that I've amended to fit me, because I have massive calves. I'm Dutch. I cycled as a child, as a teenager. I did sports a lot. So I have massive calves, so I had to amend a lot to have it work for me, and I've amended the top bit as well. Also, if you want to see any of my other streams where I work on all these things, because JR is not here, so normally he would have done that. All my streams are on YouTube. All my failures, all my tryouts, and you can probably see from 2 years ago when I tried to do this the glove as well, and I got too frustrated and I stopped completely and put them away. All my how I did my shoe armor now. I've used this image. There's two reasons why I wanted to use this image and use my cosplay based upon that one. This is Sister Superior Augusta. She has her own book range. And this image is actually made by someone I know. So it's the artist I know I've met here in Poland. And I wanted to make a sister that was not the sister of the martyred lady. So not the one with the black armor and the red robe, because everybody in it seems to be making that one. So I wanted one of the other orders. And then I found this image and realized it was made by my friend. And I was like, deal, I'm making this one. But it's a lot of trial and error. There are some, if you look on patterns, like on Etsy, there are some things out there. But there's a lot of trial and error. And I've been crafting for a very long time. But foam crafting is new for me. But this is Kamui Cosplay's basic calf armor. And then I built this top bit is completely trial and error by myself. You can use cardboard if you get some craft paper, some strong paper. You can start patterning from that. Because I had to make everything massively bigger because I have, like I said, I have big calves. So I'm not a small person. So, and I'm pretty sure for the Hospitaller, there are people out there who's done that, and who have, I'm pretty sure someone has made a video about how to do the hat. You know, she's got a specific hat. And I'm pretty sure there's someone that did that. But yeah, this, I still need to finish this. So the other side doesn't have a skull on it. So, and the last thing I was working on before I started on the gloves is the chainsword. I haven't done anything. Oops. I haven't done anything on that since last time. But so that is the chainsword that she's carrying. With the maybe that camera shows it better. So this camera. So this is the chainsword. So this is the skull that's on her chainsword. And then you've got the whole chainsword. And there are patterns out there, but this one was different from any of the patterns that were out there. But just to say as well, this is version number 3. I started, realised I made a mistake, started again. Then realised I wanted to do it differently, so I started again, and this is that's the result of this one. And there's still now things that I'm like, shit, I could have done this better. Oh, if I did this again, I would do this differently. So you continuously will learn. You will never do anything. And I have a problem. My brain wants perfection, and it doesn't work out that way. So... And this one has a soundboard in it. It's not connected at the moment because it's in the box over there. But it's got 2 buttons on the side. You can probably hear the buttons. And that make the soundboard. So I've got where these little things are. There's 2 speakers. Underneath here, I can take this side and then back in. There will be a soundboard. And the buttons will make the soundboard. And a bit of battery, of course. So... But this is... Henrik, how long have I been working on my chainsword? If you're not flying. I think I've been working on this for like at least 4 months. So it's not as fast. For me, I mean, I only spend the time... Maybe I stream for 3 hours. And maybe do 2 hours here and there. If it's quiet on work, I might just sit at my desk in front of my laptop and I might be sanding something because, you know, if it's quiet at work, it's quiet. But it's not, it's just trial and error. Hey, GR! You got Wi-Fi then on the metro. Where is it this one? No, it's this one. I've done the mock-up. I changed the bits to be lower at the bottom. And look, it fits. It doesn't feel like it's gonna... Well, I made a mistake sewing. But let's not look at that. The thumb is a bit too big and one of the fingers is too big. But yeah, it worked fine. So we made the amendments. And now I'm trying to figure out this part. The part that's sideways. So... Oh, that's why it didn't work. Well, it did work, but why did I make a new one when I could have just cut that one up? Anyways, you go there, you go there. So, but yeah, so at least here, it fits here perfectly. It's going to be absolute pain trying to sew this together because it's a pain just in this fabric, let alone on leather. But I'm just want to figure out if I'm going to make it now in the red leather, I need to know that this is going to be good. Oh! Did you see me showing my chainsaw? I just took it out, so I wasn't sure when you came in. Give me a sec. Because you absolutely get bonus points for being into Warhammer. So, that one's done. I haven't done anything extra about it yet. I haven't updated it. I haven't had a chance yet. I haven't done anything extra about it yet. Because like I said, next weekend I'm away, so I've been doing other stuff. But if she wants to have a look, we have an actual chainsaw. Sadly enough, I don't have a big camera that I can show the whole piece on it because it is that big. It's very long. So it misses the teeth still because that's going to be the last thing that's going to go on. And then it's got the symbol on here that she's got. And then you can see here, I've done some sanding, but I haven't painted this yet. I need to clean it and then paint it. But yeah. So, but yeah. Well, I need to clean my apartment for the cat sitter next weekend. Ah. Awesome. Right, so I'm wondering if this is flared enough or if I need to flare it more. Before I make it out of things. Also, I need to make sure I can put my hand through it. Yeah, I can. Okay. Alright, let's have a... That's the wrong picture. Right. Might need a bit more of a flare. It's quite tight, and it looks like hers is a bit lower. Aww. I never feel that way, but maybe it's my arms being just a little bit big, but I have a feeling that I need it to be a little bit more flared. But I think size-wise we're alright. I mean... where this one finishes. So this one finishes about there. That one goes there. I do think it's the right where it finishes. But I think it needs to be a bit more flat. Yeah, okay. So, a bit more flat, she says. But how much more flared? See if I can add 2 centimeters. Come on. Let's see what that one does. I have to make it longer, don't I? Because otherwise it goes pointy up. Let's try that one. Okay, that still makes a circle. Okay, that's good to know. You never know if you're doing stuff like this. Ugh, give me finger. Right. That's a little bit more flare. I do think we're getting there. Just probably her arms are thinner than mine, and then, you know, of course. I do think, how can I show this? That's maybe getting there. Maybe a tiny bit more. Come on. Oh, decisions. No, a little bit more. tiny bit more. Ah! Let go! So... Because this needs to be the same. Oh, glasses. So that's 13, 5, 6, 7. 13, 5, 6. Okay, so there. Okay. Try that. Trial and error. Okay, let's see. Almost. That might work. Okay. Try that again. I have a feeling that that might be the right size. Huh, that's causing issues here. But I do think that's 4 centimeters extra is right. Or maybe I should do 2 centimeters each side instead of having it on one side. That might actually be the right way to do it. Is this the one? Yes. So put this one here. And then Alright. Okay. And then add 2 centimeters on that side. I think that might be better that way around. So I have 2 centimeters on each side instead of having 4 centimeters on one side. Okay. Right, let's try this one more time, and then I think it's for time to consider getting the leather out. So many pieces of tape. All right. Yeah, that's it. That's what we need to do. That made it. That's right. Yep. 2 centimeters each side. Okay. So, can I take this off and put it on this? No, because I need to put it on this one as well, don't I, if I'm going to have a internal one. So, this side 2 centimeters longer. God damn it. Stay there. So many amendments! But I'm pretty happy that it's getting to a place where we can say I'm happy with it and we actually have pattern. Oh fuck, that didn't stick anything. Oh, that's 1 centimeter, not 2. God damn it! Helps if I do the right way. Here we go. What the fuck is going on? Oh, it's micro stickers again. If you ever wonder, if you hear some weird song on my channel, then it's usually Psycho Sticks. So 14.1234. 14 point. Yeah, that's about right. Alright, make sure to stick the back down. Alright. And we do the same thing on the other side. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Because I need to make it this way. Right. Last pieces. Can't believe that I've been doing this for almost 3 hours already. So, 2 centimeters extra. And from this bend down. Okay, and now I have to make sure. Dun, 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 dun. And that's still there. Okay, we have a solution. Okay. Let's tape that down. Right, I do think we get to a stage, although I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to do any sewing in time for me to stop before the end of the stream. But that should be what we decided on. Yep. And this in principle is the lining. So let me put it back in its place. There we go. So this is in principle the lining. Now if I show you the leather, it's gorgeous. And the pencil went on the floor. Let's grab. See, I've got three sheets in total. So I can't make a mistake. I'd rather not. It'd be great to have this for something else, but mess. It's such a mess. So it's got a little bit of creases from being rolled up for so long. But it's quite thin, loose leather. So even if I make a comb, chances are it will not hold shape. It gets like this. So, but I've not got any here. There's interfacing I can put on, but you can't put on leather. Leather doesn't take. So what I could do is get some red cotton fabric. Put the interfacing in there so that it holds the shape and put that in. Because even though this is quite nice as an inside, it'd be nicer to have a lining in principle. I don't want to line you don't line the full glove. You only line the cuff. And that way as well, if I decide to use actual metal grommets to make those round things that she's got on there, instead of gluing them on with foam clay, then I can put that on here and then the lining, and then you can't see it. Which reminds me that I need to order. I haven't found yet the right size, or what I feel would be the right size. But this is, it's so gorgeous. And I should be able to make at least one pair out of one. Like that. And then there's enough space to put the fournichets and the thumb out of it. But I'm too worried to cut it. Or shall I just... Which side stretches the most? That way, so I should put them this way. That way is this stretch Oh, they're stretched this way. No, oh, they're stretched both ways. Huh. It's quite a bit of stretch. So I could do it this way. This is scary. And there's an ad break happening, so I will take a break. I was just thinking of an idea as well, how to do the thumb in the leather. Shall I just do it? This is scary, but let's just draw it out, because I'm not going to have time, because looking at the time, I won't have time probably to sew them. Might be able to do the thumb, but... This is scary as fuck. Oh, why can I not? See if this works better. White is almost invisible. I've got a piece of blue. Actually, does this work? Again, it doesn't really make a dark, well, it makes some mark. Oh yeah, that works. Right. Now it makes it real that I actually have to cut this out. damn it. Might have to change. Right. Okay. Sorry if I'm quiet, but it's always concentration when I'm really need to do very accurate work. My brain just goes, ah, ah, ah. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. Now this circle, oval actually. Right. That is one. I did this one this way, yes, yes, yes. So now do this one this way. Put something heavy so it doesn't move. Alright, move you down. Actually, what? Not check. No, that's fine. I didn't think it was going to go through. And the fingers. Right, and down. Okay. These fingers are annoying to do. Alright, and around there. And did I do that one? Yes, I did. Now, inside here. Right. That's the scariest part done. Right, so can I fit you there? No. Okay, let's put the thumb. It has grain lines, but this is leather, so that's slightly different. And then this is up. So now these two in the one here. This one the other way around. I'm not sure if that matters too much because it feels like they're completely the same. But just in case. But let's do the normal way of patterning. Flip things around. Alright, that's that one. Now, question. Do you fit there? Yes, you do. Have one here. Okay, and I flip it around. It's best to put it this way. Okay, 2 of those, and then I need 3, but the only thing is put it in the middle, didn't I? In principle, should work because the size of fingers. Yeah, be fine. So this is P for pinky. And that one was. It doesn't matter for that one. I can figure out which way is up. That's one. So that's 2. So 1 for my index finger and my middle finger, and 1 for my middle finger to my ring finger. And I need to turn it around. That gives away the least amount of. One and 2. It's really nice and soft as well. Damn it. Stay where you should be. Okay. Right. That's all the pieces. Now, hopefully I didn't put it on any of the bad bits normally. There we go. Pieces I will keep, pieces I won't keep. Okay. Alright, fingers are fine, and I need to cut out this thumb hole. Right, this is my left hand. Why does the flare not work as well? Yeah, we'll have to have something on the inside of lining with some stiff interfacing. And a thumb. And the other thumb. And the other thumb. Okay. Right. Oh, most nerve-wracking shit's done. So we can cut out the rest. Okay. Alright, so let's cut some of these. Yoink! Alright, that's the thumb hole. Let's be my right hand, yes. But now I've done it from leather, it feels like the cave is not that great. But don't tell me my right hand is thicker than the other. Tiny bit. Not massively though. Right, you go on this one. And all the finger bits. Yoink. Right. 2 more. Well, I've still got a decent piece of leather left. I'll think of other things to make. If it goes right, I do have a feeling that I need to even add more. But we'll see. We'll see. Get in there. Another piece. Last one. And then we will go and say goodbye and find someone to raid. Okay. Yoink. Right, let's put this leather away. Hopefully. Yeah, I have to go and get some. I'll cut that for next time. So, as said, next Wednesday, next Saturday, I will not be streaming since I will be away. And so, next time I'll be back will be on Wednesday the 7th or 8th. The 9th. So I will be back on Wednesday the 9th of July. So that Wednesday, of course, we'll be doing the Artillery Witch. But next, so in 2 weeks, on this Saturday, I will do, because one of the things I need to get is some fabric paint, and I think the red that I have is quite bright, and I need something that fits kind of this color. So I will find a base of dark red cotton, get some good interfacing, make it the interfacing, and make sure that will work, and then we can start sewing the gloves together. And this has a little bit of stretch. Have I cut them the wrong way around again? I think I have. There's some stretch there. Why is that one bit stretching and this one doesn't? It's cut in the same. Oh well. Oh. Oh. So. Right, I am going to throw to Negatron. I just saw Rogue Hobbies is streaming as well, but she's not started yet, and it's no use. And you know, I think looking at my small channel. Yes, let's do that. So, I can hear my alarm going off. Right, so we got quite a bit done. We got all the bits of leather cut out. So like I said again, next Wednesday I will not be here. Next Saturday I will not be here. So we will not be finishing this until 2 weeks on the Saturday. Because on the Wednesday we do the Artillery Witch. And so we are going to raid into Negatron. Negatron is someone that hangs out in our stream a lot, has supported our stream a lot. So we will go and raid him. He's playing a retro game. I don't know which retro game, but it'd be fun to go and raid him since he's always been supporting us. And so I feel like we've done a lot. I feel like there's so much more positive compared to the last time I was trying to make gloves. So let's hope it all works out. Because I still have 2 pieces of red to if I made any mistakes. Still have 2 pieces of red fabric, red leather. So we can recut parts. But yeah, hopefully everything's alright. We will see. We will see. It's going to be a nice mystery for next time. So I will go and raid Negatron. Let's make the raid happen. Because I am very tempted to go raid Rogue Hobbies because she's actually doing Warhammer stuff. And she's the one that got me into the Artillery Witch. Yes, I know. Battery low. Actually, it's... No, we'll go raid Negatron. I said we'll go. I don't know if he's gonna continue. He's been up for 3 hours. He started like just before I started. What is he playing? Yep, let's do that. Let's just do it. Here we go. Right, so again, not going to be here on Wednesday, not going to be here next Saturday. I'll be back in about a week and a half on the Wednesday, the 9th of July. I will update you on my socials. I'll put it up in there. And we will go and raid Negatron because I really need to run to the toilet. And I will see you all in about a week and a half. Thank you so much for hanging out and see you next time.